much we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show we talk about sports with comedians, and let's get them in the show. My man Howie Bell's in the building. Howie, how you doing, sir?
What's up, Frank? How you doing, good brother? You all right?
I'm doing all right. My man Damian Jones is in the building too. How you doing, sir?
How y'all doing? Happy Friday.
Yeah. Jones.
Yeah.
Brother Howie.
What up, dope?
My man Jason Hayes in the building too. Jay, how you doing, sir?
What up, fellas?
What up, good brother?
Good to see
Happy
you.
Founders Day, Morehouse College. Let's go.
There you go.
There it is.
7 Mile Dogs.
Yeah. All right, we got a show. We got to get ready to get started on, man. We got a couple of things we want to talk about. So, and look who joined the show today. What's happening, Mo?
What's happening, man? What's happening, man?
Good brother. What up, dope?
And my man White Sox.
Check in on some people because you know earlier this week, people just weren't answering their phones, not showing up. And y'all all right out there?
We done canceled about 7 shows this week, Mo.
My man White Chocolate's in the building too. How you doing, sir?
Hey,
Come on, guys. Here we go, Mo.
everybody's here.
All right, Mo. I'm here. Don't worry, buddy.
That
Everybody's
was
good.
a
We're all
party.
good. Don't worry. We got thick skin. Don't worry about it.
Honestly, we all good. We all good. All right, let's get ready to get this thing started and popping because about 3 hours ago, Howie Bell, I know you saw the news. Everybody saw this news. Everybody had to see this news. Chris Paul officially announced his retirement. Howie, I can't say I'm surprised, Howie Bell. Can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah. We all saw it coming.
Yeah, he got released by LA Clippers a couple of months ago. He got traded, his rights got traded to Toronto. Toronto officially released him, and he has officially been retired, and he did it midway season. Now, Howie, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised because there are teams out there like the Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors. You can name a couple of teams right now that literally could use a point guard. Howie Bell, how you feeling about this news?
You know, man, he's I like that. First of all, congratulations to him on a great career. He had a great career, man. But it was time. And from what we talked about on earlier episodes and stuff like that, nobody really liked him. He wasn't a well accepted kind of guy. So, you know, whenever you're in a situation like that, it's hard for you to move around, you know, and then his old team didn't want him back either. So, you know, it's kind of because he had planned on actually waiting out this year and retiring at the end of the year. I think he made that announcement.
Yeah, he did.
And I don't think nobody wanted him. I think everybody was like, they picked up all their men and he was the last one on the side. You know what I'm saying? So I think he just kind of saved face, said, you know what, I'm just going to retire. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. That's where he's at with it.
All right, so D. Jones, this man Chris Paul's had a stellar career. Chris Paul, in case you guys are sitting out there not knowing anything about that, he is a 12-time All-Star, 11-time member of All-NBA team, 9-time All-Defensive Team member, 2006 Rookie of the Year, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and a member of the NBA's 75-year anniversary team. Sounds really dope when you hear it, but it sounds kind of pathetic that he ain't been able to pick up a team, you know, after he had a stellar year, not even a year ago. You know what I mean? What's your take on this, D. Jones?
Yeah, and I think Howie said it. I don't think a lot of his teammates liked him. Even when he was successful, I don't think he was that well liked. He had a good career. He made it to the finals once. And I thought he was going to win that year with Phoenix. But, yeah, Chris Paul, when he first came out, man, he was one of the best point guards you ever seen. He had a little Isaiah Thomas in him, minus being a dirty player, but I like Chris Paul game, and he won cat. I'm like when LeBron retired, I'm gonna miss LeBron. I thought Chris Paul retired 3 seasons ago, and I really didn't miss him. But yeah, I like this game.
All right, let me see. What you think about this, man? What's your words?
Man, you know, when I saw it, I wasn't surprised. I mean, you know, he had a good career. I mean, he goes on he's another one on the Charles Barkley list. They should make that an official list, the Charles Barkley list. Good players, great players without a ring. He chased it and he did his thing. And then, like Howie said, he just wasn't liked enough, I guess, to get on with another team. And you say there's a lot of teams that can use him. I mean, he had a stellar year. I don't know. I wasn't really sold on Chris Paul the past few years. He wasn't all that great to me. He was all right, but not to be running around on a championship team. Nah, that'd be a mercy thing if he got on one.
Jay, what's your words? Because you watch NBA all the time too. What's your words?
First off, I don't know why Mo chose Charles Barkley instead of Patrick Ewing.
You dirty dog, you no good. You no good. And I was rooting for your team. I was rooting for the Jags. Now, you know what, G. Jones? I'm on your team now.
Damn.
Everything dirty.
Why you put that on Charles Barkley, man? I mean, Pat. Pat did the same thing. I'm just saying. Listen. Chris Paul is second all time in NBA history in assists.
Mm-hmm.
You already read his resume, bro. So, but this is a what have you done for me lately league.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, he ain't done much. Okay? I mean, that's why we all laugh, when D. Jones said what he said, because we know that he ain't really been impactful in the game for about 3 seasons at minimum. I mean, I would say maybe 4 seasons ago was the last time that he had anything, worthwhile to talk about. So it's not surprising to see this happen. It was just time. I mean, his body been breaking down for the past 5 years anyway. So for him to announce going into this season that this was his last year, and then you get fired on your day off in your swan song year, man, just go in there and shut up and and take your flowers and all that stuff end of the year. But he couldn't do that. So actually, his career ended the way I think Chris Paul's career would end. Right in his mouth.
Okay. All right, let me see what White Chocolate got to say. White Chocolate, what's your final words on this?
All right, listen. First of all, Jason must still be cold from going to that Nets Wizards game when it was 9 degrees out because he got a hood on today.
Yep, it's still cold here, bro.
Listen, I listened to you guys last week, talking about Chris Paul, and looking at his numbers, he's averaging 3 points a game. He's getting 16 minutes a game. He's at the end. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He probably figures no one's calling, no one's asking for him right now to make a playoff run. So he's just like, you know what? I'm just going to hang it up and call it a day. Maybe he can get into broadcasting and be an announcer, going forward for the rest of the season or the playoffs, and find something else to do because there's nothing left in the tank for him.
All right, so because we had Chris Paul announce his official retirement, I was thinking, Howie Bell, I was like, you know what? There are a lot of people out there who would argue that Chris Paul is top 5 since 2000 as best point guards in the league. So I was like, all right, since that's the thought process, so let me ask the fellas, what's their top 5 point guards, Howie Bell, that you would think that played since 2000? Top 5, and I know you got top 5, and D. Jones had to come out there and say, that's easy. All right, let me see who top 5 point guards are better than Chris Paul to you.
To me, off the top, I'm gonna go with Steve Nash. I'm gonna go with Tony Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Jason Kidd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Kobe Bryant.
I don't think Kobe was a point guard, but okay, I'll let that one slide. Okay, keep going.
I thought he was guard, but he might have been a small forward.
No, he was a 2.
He was a 2. Okay. And who else? What did I say? Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson.
Okay. All right. So that's your 5. All right.
Allen Iverson. Yeah. I got more. Chauncey Billups for honorable mention. But I mean, But yeah.
All right. Let me see what D. Jones 5 look like. What's your top 5 better? I don't necessarily agree with all his top 5. What's your top 5, D. Jones?
Well, I don't agree with Howie's because all them dudes came in the 90s.
No, they didn't. They 2000.
They were still playing.
They still playing 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, he said 2000.
Since 2000, from 2000.
I'm not putting Kidd in 2000.
Why?
He retired in 2013.
He started in. So I did my list from 2000 on down.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. From 2000 on down.
Whoever was playing at the time.
Yeah,
That was that drafted in 2000.
Yeah,
Well,
anybody
that's
who's
why
playing from 2000 to 2026, who are those players who are better than Chris Paul?
So I can do both because I did just drafted since 2000. I had Derrick Rose, and that was it. Because after that, Chris Paul was that guy. But we just want to go playing in the 2000s. It's gonna be J Kidd. It's gonna be Steve Nash. It's gonna be can I put Penny in there?
Was Penny playing 2000? Yeah, I think he was. He was.
He was still around, but he was a shell by then, though.
Yeah. He might have been.
He was so good when he was playing.
Yeah.
So I'll go Kidd. I'll go Steve Nash, Derrick Rose, then Chris Paul at 4. I could name 5 better.
All right. Okay. Let me see. Mo, give me a 5.
I don't know if I can go 5. I got Derrick Rose in there definitely. I got Kyrie Irving in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Kyrie. Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he 2000s?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying he got the hardware to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a toss-up. The only people I think that agree with me is White Chocolate and Frank. But I'll put Rajon Rondo in there.
Mm-hmm.
He had a time when it was arguably he was the best point guard in the league, and then he just let things slip through his fingers. But I think that's about it for my list right there.
Okay. Let me see what your list look like, Jay.
To me, in the 2000s, it wasn't but 3-point guards better than Chris Paul. Period. 3. Jason Kidd was better than Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 for me, who was better than him? Stephen Curry.
Mm-hmm.
And number 3, LeBron Ramon James.
He ain't no point guard.
Yes, he is.
He was a point forward, bro.
He's a point forward, bro. He held the ball 90% of the time when he's on the court.
Yeah.
But the question was point guard.
Yeah, it was
fourth all time in assists.
The question was point guard.
Point guard. Why you always got to throw LeBron in every
listen,
conversation? You just like black people with paprika.
What's the number 1 job of the point guard?
Bring the ball
to
up.
Facilitate the ball.
Yep.
Which translates into assists. Number 1 all time is John Stockton. Number 2 is Chris Paul. Number 3 is Jason Kidd. Number 4 is LeBron Ramon James. That's the only point guard those are the only 3 point guards or ball handlers I'm going to take over Chris Paul in the 2000s.
You wouldn't take Kobe Bryant over Chris Paul?
Hell no! He wasn't even a 1, but fuck no.
He put
Excuse my language.
He made a great argument. He made a great D Jones. I see your hand. Go ahead, D.
Wait, hold on. That's not. I can't gloss over that. Hold on. You telling me that you just explained what a point guard was, a facilitator and all that. Kobe Bryant didn't do that?
Kobe Bryant shot the ball, bro. That's all he did. He made nobody better ever.
So then Joker could go on the list because he facilitates.
No, not as much.
He don't handle the ball, man.
Yes,
he don't handle the ball. How many assists did he just have a triple double?
Hold on. D Jones, go ahead.
So if that's the case, then Steph Curry's not a point guard. That would make Draymond Green the point guard on that team.
That's what I'm. Thank you, because Steph Curry is more of a shooter than Kobe was.
Okay.
Steph handled the ball all the time.
All right, let me let White Chocolate get his list. Go ahead, White Chocolate. I'm sure you got a list real fast. Go ahead.
All right. So first of all, since we're arguing about LeBron James, look in the comments what I just put. He's listed as a power forward. That's direct from Google. So the assist thing, anybody can get assists. Larry Bird can get assists. He wasn't a point guard.
Yeah, but the point is that who is the facilitator of the ball?
All right. So was he carrying the ball up the whole time and getting the assists, or was the point guard getting it to him and then he was passing?
He would bring the ball up.
It ain't about what he listed as on the depth chart, bro. It's about what he does on the court.
Right, and he brings the ball up for most of his career. He brought the ball up. He facilitated the ball, especially when he was with Cleveland. That's exactly what.
But the question is point guard, not point
his
forward.
whole career. That's all he's ever done.
He was
why he's 4th all time.
He was called the point forward. He was called the point forward.
Argument over. I got quick 5 here, and there's going to be overlap because I don't have the acumen that you guys have.
Go ahead.
Steph Curry, that's a no-brainer, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to have him. Mm-hmm. I had Kyrie Irving, because we saw him here in Boston. I see him in Dallas. I had Damian Lillard, and I had Tony Parker.
All right, okay, that's a good enough list.
I don't think Steph Curry's a point guard.
I don't call him a point guard either, but okay, Howie Bell dropped. I don't know what happened to Howie, so that means that you up next, D Jones. We got to talk about the winter.
You know what? Hey, Frank, real quick. Let me just list the top 10 assist leaders in NBA history. We already know Stockton, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, LeBron James. Number 5, Steve Nash, point guard. Russell Westbrook, point guard. Mark Jackson, point guard. Magic Johnson, point guard. Oscar Robertson, point guard. Isaiah Thomas, point guard. They all play point guard except for LeBron James by definition, but he did the same job all of them did. I rest my case.
But the question was point guard, not point forward.
But that's what he played, bro. And it's not what he listed, man. It's what he does when he's in the game. He runs point when he's in the game.
And I knew this was going to cause some ruffle some feathers because I knew somebody. I ain't gonna say no names, but I knew somebody was going to slide into LeBron James.
You gotta put him in.
Listen, check this out.
Where's LeBron in the top 5 point guards?
But listen, let me say this.
He's number 1 point guards all time.
Wait a minute. Just because you can do the job that somebody else do, don't make you to have the title of that job. I can walk into a kitchen and organize and put things together and see shit that you don't see. That don't make me the executive chef.
Okay.
But listen, making the menu. But Mo, making the menu.
Organize and put things together and see things that the ordinary eye don't see. Don't make me the executive chef. It just makes me somebody who is flexible within the kitchen, and I can do multiple things, just like LeBron James. He's a point forward, not a point guard.
Terrible analogy, because if you go into a restaurant and you set the menu, you hire the staff. You hired the sous chef. You oversee the sous chef and all that stuff. What are you then?
If I come to work,
he does everything the point guard does. If you do that job, that's your job.
If my executive chef ain't there, I know how to run the ship. I know how things go. I can do it. It don't make me the executive chef. It makes me somebody that knows how to facilitate when I don't have the proper person. And that's what LeBron James did. Whenever he didn't have a proper point guard.
It's a terrible analogy, Mo. Because if you walk in a restaurant and your executive chef on paper takes a seat and you run the show, who's the real executive chef?
Yeah, Mo, he right.
The best example is Matt Patricia running the defense but not having the title.
Or the new defensive coordinator this year who ran the defense for the Patriots and he didn't have the title. So
correct.
I think Mo,
it's not knowing what things are. He did the actual job.
I think
but he's not listed as defensive coordinator.
Jay is right because now Joker and Draymond are point guards.
Okay, so I mean,
that's not true. They don't have a ball like that.
Let's keep the show going. Let's keep the show going because we can argue about this for about a good hour. We don't want to argue about this, right, Howie? We don't want to argue.
I love to agree with you, man, but I'd be wrong just like you. I can't be wrong like you wrong.
They just want
Howie Bell. The next thing we got to talk about is the Olympics. In the Olympics, before I jump into too much about the Olympics, there was the International Skating Union says it has to stand by the ice dance judging at Milan because of the scoring situation. There was a French judge early this week who played a huge role in a French couple named Laurence Fournier-Bordeaux and Guillaume Suzanne beating the American team of Madison Cock and Evan Bates. This judge favored them by so much that if you had took his scores out completely, the Americans would have won. It's causing a huge debate over, because he's obviously French. He gave the French couple so many points. It's causing a huge ruckus and a huge debate over the line and everything else. What's your take on this, Howie Bell? And should the ISU come in and stand up there and do something about it? Or I mean, it's too late because they already got the gold medal, but they literally lost by a point. You know what I mean? But Howie, what's your take?
They strip medals all the time and replays. They do that all the time in the Olympics. So they can always go back and fix things. But what that sounds like is that he was doing his country a favor.
So, I mean, hell, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. What the hell?
It just sounds like he wanted to go home and get all the head and all the everything he could get. when he gets back to France, baby.
Number cheese and wine, baby.
I'm gonna go in and get these ice skaters. Like, give him the go. Just give it to him. So I don't know, man. It's just it got smells like fish, man, all over this, bro. So
that's crazy.
But it's so true. D Jones, what's your take?
This is like saying LeBron's the best point guard and small forward at the same time. It's crazy.
You can say that.
It's just crazy work.
You can say that.
But and the American couples, the dude was from Michigan, so it's a double travesty to rob somebody from Michigan like that. And I heard he gave them all zeros, like, and they still almost won, and they got all zeros from this guy. So that's crazy. They definitely was cheating. It definitely was some cheating going on, man. And I don't condone cheating. Never have, never will.
Let me see what you.
As a Patriots fan, he just can't stomach cheating.
Let me see what you think about this, Mo. What's your thoughts?
Breaking news: gambling scandal coming out of France.
He had money on him.
That's what I think. 2 weeks from now, breaking news. Y'all be up, you sit up here talking about gambling scandal on Olympics DraftKings board come out of France. How heavy bets was placed on the French team. That's what I think is going to happen with that. That all, but he could, like how we say, he got a whole lot of favors in France, but it's sad he can't bring his ass back to America for a long time.
Jay, your thoughts?
Hey man, listen, we gave the world Trump, dog. So if they hate on us, we can't hate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the world against us, man. I mean, they don't want America. They want to see the United States do anything positive. And if they can derail anything possible, especially a Kid Rock white from Michigan, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just stop, you know, the whole thing from happening. But what's funny, if it's true that they won by 1 point, he did some math. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. I mean, you know, like he kind of had to do some math to make sure that they would have enough to win. You know, remind me of that primary back in 2008 when Obama, you know, was running for president, and they had the mayor of Gary, Indiana on there, and they said, you know, Obama can win Indiana if he has like X amount of votes. And the Gary mayor said, how many he need? This is what that feels like to me on national television. He said, how many he need? Like, damn, bro.
That makes it a suspect, right? There. Like, Doctor, you get the final word on this, bro.
Listen, I think when you have international competitions like this, and this goes for winter sports and summer sports, whatever the teams are, if you got USA versus France, there can be no USA or French judges. You have to have neutral. When it's Sweden versus Finland, and you know they're hated rivals, you can't have a Swedish or a Finnish judge in the ice skating. You have neutral people, and you put Czechoslovakia and somebody else as the judges. You just can't. You're bringing the scrutiny in, and you're bringing, as Mo said, the gambling nonsense. And they get, I didn't hear that they gave him zeros, so they gave him zeros too. That's horse crap. That's like, listen, how many boxing matches have we watched where we watched a guy beat the snot out of another guy, and the judges gave the round to the other guy that was getting his ass kicked 10-9. It's like, wait a second, what were you watching? So you can't have this in international competition. And the fact that they came out and supported them and said, yeah, no, there's no issue, blah, blah, that's just a cover up. The NFL does that every week with the refs. So it's all the same stuff. I just think it's wrong, and they should fix it.
All right, now we got to move on, Howie Bell, because Jay's favorite person made history last night. Well, history, at literally 41 years old, 41 years, 44 days old, and he passed Karl Malone, LeBron James, Thursday night, and the 124 to 104 win over the Dallas Mavericks, literally put in a triple-double. First
28 points.
Yeah, he listen, he did it. He got 28 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds to become the oldest player in NBA history to post a triple-double at age 41 years, 44 days, and passed Karl Malone for the record. Being that we talk about LeBron James, he's making more and more history, everything else. How are you feeling about this news, Howie Bell? Where's that? in all the news of LeBron James news? Where's that?
I'm impressed with LeBron James, man. I used to. I wasn't a huge LeBron fan early. You know what I'm saying? His career, but I'm impressed with him over the last, I'd say, about 10 years. And he's been in shape. If you look at him, man, he bounces around that court and up and down like he's still, you know what I'm saying, in his prime. Really, I'm amazed at that. At his age, the way he balls, even especially this season, just looking at him, man. For a man in his 40s, he's definitely doing better than Aaron Rodgers. I'll tell you that damn much. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of NBA players who are
he
really
is, man. So you gotta give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Even if you fan or not a fan, that's pretty impressive. I like the way he's ended his career.
D Jones, how are you thinking about LeBron James and his being the oldest player to put up a triple double right now? How are you feeling about that, D Jones?
Is this a real record? Like
it's a real record. Is it a real record?
Is it a real? It's a great feat. I'm 45. It's hard for me to get up sometimes. So
yeah,
it's a great feat. I don't think it's a legit record to be like, okay, congratulations, dog. You still playing and chasing Jordan, but congratulations, man.
But D Jones, you can't be like that, man. The man didn't put his work in.
No, it's great. He's old. I can't do half the stuff he do, even if I was in shape. Great job. But it's not a record.
It's a record. It's a record. It's in the NBA books, D Jones. It's in the NBA book. Let me see what Mo's talking about. Mo, what you talking about? How are you feeling about LeBron James making his record? You hate him or love him, you gotta at least respect the record, right?
I don't dislike LeBron as a person, as a human being. I mean, he's a black man with no scandals. He's given back. He's done things that make other young black men want to look and strive towards success. Only reason why I don't like LeBron James because he didn't become a New York Knick. That's the only thing I'm mad about. That's it. And I guess he knew better because he probably wouldn't have won here either. But I don't know. I mean, congratulations on the record. But I mean, triple doubles are like water these days in the NBA, man. I mean, sure, I could get a triple double. The way they doing it these days is everybody's getting triple doubles. Is it Joker leading the league with triple doubles, like just averaging triple doubles? That wasn't seen back in the day. The triple doubles are not hard to get no more.
Yeah, you so wrong. You don't even know what you're talking about. You so wrong.
No, we not. They shoot 53s a game.
What do you mean I'm so wrong?
Because
wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. You said since Oscar Robinson, there was really no triple doubles being done that way.
Okay, but a triple double right now means you got to put triple numbers in 3 categories. If you said a double double, I'd be okay, maybe. But
triple doubles are being done all the time. Josh Hart just had one like 2 nights ago.
They're not being done all the time. Number one, and number two, they're not being done by nobody 40 plus. And now, mind you, I'm not even a LeBron James fan, so let's make that clear. But what he has done is you have got to pay attention, and you've got to look at the history to stand.
I'm not saying it's not a bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But like triple doubles are being. Wait a minute, Joker is averaging a triple double.
He's
that good.
Best player.
I'm saying, but triple doubles are being done. Russell Westbrook. If he keep playing, he's gonna be the oldest person with a triple double. Eventually, right. I mean, the triple doubles are being done. Josh Hart had 9 triple doubles last year just for the Knicks.
Josh Hart is not 41, bro. That's the point.
But what I'm trying to say is that triple doubles are not hard to accomplish.
All right, well, why go to everybody else?
Back in the day?
Why go to everybody else now? Why go to everybody else? Do a Google search. Probably White Chocolate's probably going to beat me to this. But do a Google search and how many NBA players average triple double.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is, when we were watching basketball, when we talk about basketball and how basketball has gotten watered down from when we came from, triple doubles were hard to get. You didn't just walk around getting a triple double like today. Nowadays, triple doubles are not as hard to get as they were in the 80s and 90s.
I gotta agree with him to a certain degree with that. You know what I'm saying? Not that they're easy to get, but they are. They're not as hard as they were
But that's because the
25 years
implementation
ago.
of the 3-point shot. People should.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you also
everybody had a role. Everybody had a role. Point guards wasn't going there crashing the boards.
Let me
you
let Jay talk.
You had rebounders for that.
Jay, I'm gonna let you talk, man. Go ahead.
Oh Lord.
Four things. Howie is going to shank Aaron Rodgers every chance he gets. That's clear. He gonna shake him. I had Aaron Rodgers in a basketball conversation. I don't even think he ever been inside a basketball gym. Two, for D Jones to change his position about the validity of this, let's wait 17 years to Cade Cunningham to turn 41. Okay? Then he'll be talking different. Three, come on, Mo. This dude in his absence coming back, he real spicy today, man. You know what I'm saying? He been saving it up. He ain't here, no, man, it can't be this, can't be that, da. No, bro, I mean, that's a hard thing to do. And especially when you're 41 years old. Understand this. No matter what you think about the NBA, they are the best basketball players on planet Earth. Because it ain't like the NFL, say we world champs, and they field in just the United States. It's literally the entire globe. They have scoured the earth to bring the best basketball players in the world to come play in that league. And if you do it in that league, I don't care what age you are, that's impressive. I mean, come on, man. I mean, basketball is a really, really hard sport to play.
It really is. I don't want to belittle it in any way, shape, or form. Let me give a shout out to the guys who are in the chat. You got Phonics Duder Blocks. He's in the chat. He's talking. He's commenting on this stuff. You got to give a shout out to Brother BLK Sports Entertainment Show. He's doing his thing out in the South Bronx. He's giving us a shout out because he absolutely loved the show. Thank y'all for watching. There's a couple other people who are commenting.
Bronx. South Bronx.
Let me do that now. White Chocolate. I know you got some stats for me, bro. Give it to me.
All right, only 3 players in NBA history have averaged a triple-double over an entire season. Oscar Robertson, 1961-62, Russell Westbrook 4 times, and the Joker last year. Now, listen, I'm not going to discredit anything LeBron has done or is going to do at 41 years old because it's hard to play the game when you're in your 40s. However, he's only played about 1 out of every 3 games. He just missed, 1 or 2 games. And I just want to know if he's going to break the record for playing the most games with a walker out on the court because he's playing like 1 every 4 games, and it's going to be expected for him to keep breaking some records as he does the farewell tour here. So
yeah, he can do that.
It's an accomplishment. You can't take it away, and so. Kudos to him because it's. I don't think at his age, yes, it's easier to do. I think to a point, but it's not easy to do at that age.
All right, let me see Howie Bell. We got to keep this show moving, man. We got to talk about something that jumped up. I don't know if you saw this, Howie, but Malik Beasley is signed to play in Puerto Rico, and he's also signed to play in Puerto Rico on Bad Bunny's team. So
what?
News because we all know what Bad Bunny's team is, what Bad Bunny did this week, you know what I mean? And the name of the team is the SunTrust Crabbers. Both people are telling both parties, Malik Beasley's people and Bad Bunny's people told ESPN that he signed on to play and the season begins in March. Beasley, as we all know, has been under the NBA and FBI investigations for gambling allegations. So that's why, Malik Beasley, he was playing in the Ice Cube's league. He was balling. He still got the skills, but he's not allowed to play in the NBA. So with that being said, Howie Bell, how are you feeling about Malik Beasley being set and playing in Puerto Rico?
Well, Donald Trump don't think that's the United States. So
right.
Let's start there. So that's another country as far as he's concerned.
He playing outside the U.S.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Hey, man, kudos to Malik Beasley. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Get it going, baby. I saw a commercial today about the African Basketball Association getting ready to come up, right? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I saw a commercial today. So I mean, they doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? All over. So Even though Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, they're
He's
doing
playing out of
it.
the country.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it globally, man. They're going on. Like you said, the NBA is. Who's just said that? The NBA is composited of some of the greatest players around the world, and I think that this is a telltale sign of that, man. This is expanding, and the World Championship is going to get to the point to where it's going to be a real World Championship.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're going to be alive to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think it's getting to that. You know what I'm saying? Where the NBA is going to be kind of like the Olympics, but it's the NBA.
Yeah.
And
we're going to talk about that in a second, Howard, because we got to talk about the All-Star game in a second. But I will say this, D. Jones. I think Malik Beasley, by playing in Puerto Rico, is going to put a shine on some of these Puerto Rican basketball players too, because people are going to want to pay attention.
Yeah.
What you think about that, D. Jones?
I'm not watching Puerto Rican basketball because Malik Beasley.
You might see some.
Listen, and Malik was on the Pistons last year, and he was second in threes. We could use him this year, but he's still under investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Two, he stayed in some type of high rise in downtown Detroit that Dan Gilbert owned. He still ain't paid rent. He owed his barber like $50,000. He getting a divorce, and he been on Instagram with some Italian chick. He probably ain't got no money left. So you know what? Let me go sign somewhere and get a couple dollars because he gonna need it. I don't remember him being in the big three, but I hate that they didn't let this man further his career and get this investigation out the way so he can come win a championship with the Pistons. But it is what it is. He got to get this money. He's running out.
D. Jones, he won the championship in the big three just recently.
Yeah.
He won the championship with Ice Cube's team. Let me see what Jay's talking about. I mean, Mo, what's your thoughts on Malik Beasley playing in Puerto Rico?
He gotta get that money up, like Damian said. He gotta get that money up. And to JD talking about since I've been gone, I come back, I'm all spicy.
Caliente, you caliente, Mo.
You've been right all day, Mo.
Frank didn't put me back in my rotation. He put me at third. I'm a little pissed off about that.
That's what happens.
This is how you act when you third.
This is what happens. We gotta keep the cover.
No, man. I'm saying I understand when I'm not here, but when Howie leave and come back, because he always number one.
Yeah.
I'm not putting no hate on Howie. He earned his spot.
When you get
I'm the longest member on this council.
Barry Bonds batted third, Mo.
I was here before everybody.
Thank you. That's number one. Barry Bonds did bat.
Barry Bonds batted third, Mo.
Yeah. So
he was spicy, just like I am.
He was.
You done, Mo? You done, Mo?
He was.
I'm done.
Right. What you think, Jay? What's your thoughts?
So Howie and D. Jones said that he need to go somewhere so he can get his shine. He gonna shine up some of them Latinas down there. That's what he gonna be shining.
Yeah.
Listen, you cannot turn nobody loose on an island like Puerto Rico named Malik Beasley. You cannot do this. You cannot let him loose down there. But then again, like until recently, I didn't know that they had froze up Terry Rozier $26 million.
Yep, they did.
So for all I know, they probably holding on to Malik bag right now, which is why he can't pay no bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was before he got investigated.
Oh, for real? Damn.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, so he got to make money some kind of way because clearly, I mean, the NBA is like this, man. Like they be blackballing cats.
Mm-hmm.
And they be quiet about it. They don't announce it. They don't tell you what's happening, but when a dude like, that finished second in the league in 3-point field goal shooting, when 3-point shooting is such a premium and he's unemployed, that means that they ain't trying to bring him in. So the man got to make a living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't mad at him. White Chocolate, you get the last word.
All right. So, yeah, he's currently not being paid because he's under investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And so, listen, he can be playing for Bad Bunny's team in Puerto Rico. He can be playing overseas in Latvia for some NBA team over, some basketball team somewhere. But you guys have all mentioned that he's got to make money.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just sit around and do nothing. And they're willing to take a chance on him, and it's going to be publicity for their league, whatever that league is. That Bad Bunny has a team. Good for them. I mean, look, I don't begrudge him. He's taking a shot, and hopefully he'll be cleared. And if he plays well, then, I mean, I have a note here that says the investigation halted a 3-year, $42 million deal with the Pistons, causing him to become a free agent. So maybe it's possible that after this, if his name is cleared, the Pistons will be looking back at him and say, okay, we want to reinstate you or whatever. But that's, you can't begrudge the guy for trying to make money.
I'm sure they want him for sure.
Yeah. If he gets cleared, Pistons have to pay him that money.
Day one, he on that roster.
Yeah.
We might not have the money anymore.
No, but the Pistons, he might not, but the Pistons have to pay him the money that they owe him because the NBAPA states that you have to pay a player if they're positively cleared. You know what I mean? Now, if he's found guilty,
he never re-signed, so we don't owe him anything. They signed Duncan Robinson because they couldn't get him back.
No, they've signed Duncan Robinson because they couldn't get him back because he's held under investigation. But if he is found not guilty, the NBAPA is obligated to pay him, or he has a lawsuit against the NBA.
Whatever contract he's under that got stopped, they have to pay him.
He's a free agent. He's not under any contract.
He's not under free agent now, but he was when he got held under investigation. They held up his contract. He was under. I looked it up. I mean, I don't know what you're saying, but I looked it up.
I think D. Jones saying that he essentially got paid for the contract he was under.
Yeah, I know.
And now he has no contract.
Yeah, I know what he's saying, but what I'm saying to you all is that he was under contract when the NBA put him under investigation. So the Pistons owe him some money, and of course the contract ran out, but the Pistons owe him some money. So if he gets found not guilty, we all know this. The NBAPA is going to step in and say, you all owe this man his money because he got found not guilty. They have a case if he is found guilty of gambling. They can say, oh, no, you can't get that money. You know what I mean? That's what they can say. But anyway, let's move on because I want to talk about, and I was waiting for this, I want to talk about Howie Bell. I want to talk about the NBA All-Star Weekend because NBA All-Star Weekend is implementing a couple of new things, but the biggest thing they're implementing, Howie, is got to be the NBA USA versus the world. You know what I mean? And I look at it really, it's crazy the way I looked at it. You know what I mean? I didn't know it was being put up the way that they're doing it now. I thought it was just the NBA versus the world, but they're doing a round robin tournament. You know what I mean? And basically what they're doing is you're going to play 4 12-minute games. And the first game, USA and the world was going to play one set, and you keep moving on. You know what I mean? They broke up the USA team into a couple of teams, and they broke up the world team into a couple of teams. And then they're going to keep it's round robin. Basically, it's a tournament type of thing, like NCAA bracket tournament. You know what I mean? So they're going to best of these guys, play the best of those guys, 4 12-minute games. I don't like it like that, Howie. I like you got you guys on that side, and we on this side. 48-minute game, like normal. That's the way I like it. How do you like it? Do you like this new format, Howie, or what?
No, I don't. Say that bracket format for college, man. The NBA is reaching right now. They sound so desperate to try to figure out what to do, or what's gonna work. And it's like they're in these boardrooms, man, having terrible meetings. You know what I mean? And whoever coming up with these ideas is dumb. Like, dude, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it, man. There's got to be something else beyond what we can see on the surface that's going on with the NBA and these decisions of, regarding the NBA All-Star Weekend. But I don't like that bracket shit, man. Save that for March Madness. Save that for the NCAA. You know what I'm saying? Play a straight-up game. See, what they didn't want to do was, like you said, they broke the teams up like that. So they're mixing up the international players that are already playing the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And mixing them up as opposed to having them all play for the international side. That's probably what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you took all the international players out of the NBA that play for the NBA now and say all you guys are eligible to play for the international team, the NBA would get their ass waxed. Because most of the great players are international.
Yeah, I think they're trying to cause. I think they're trying to get some people to be excited about the tournament play. That's what I think they're doing. D. Jones, what's your take?
Still in the page out of the NCAA book. That's all.
Yeah. How are you liking this, D. Jones?
Well, they kind of did this last year, and when they had the same type of format, and the winners of these games play the winner of this game, and because I remember Wemby and the Joker and SGA being on the same team last year.
Mm-hmm.
I would have, and even though they're breaking up in 4 teams, I think all the best international cats will still be on the same team.
Yeah, they
I
will.
would
The
rather
problem is
see.
they're doing a bracket by bracket tournament instead of just saying, "Look, let's just get 48 minutes. You guys over this
Right.
side, you guys get on that side." That's what I.
Right,
You know.
but it kind of make it more competitive because you only got 12 minutes to win instead
Yeah.
of giving them 4 quarters, and for 3 of them we ain't doing shit. So it kind of make it more competitive. But I would rather see. I don't care about international versus or the world and all that. I want to see 29 and younger versus 30 and older, because if them young boys come in there trying to whoop on Steph and LeBron and Kawhi, then we got a matchup. Then they gonna play for their pride. I'd rather see something like that.
Yeah, well, that might be the Saturday night game because they used to be like that. That's how they used to do it. You know, that used to be like that. So maybe we are doing something. I don't know. Mo, what's your take? How you like? You like this or not?
I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling the world versus the NBA, or however whatever it is, international versus American. Excuse me, concept. But this bracket thing, it's like they overdo it. Like Tammy Faye overdo her makeup when she was on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to a certain point when it's good, and they just keep adding on layers and layers and layers, and like really, how much the NBA is always doing too much. You know, it was people in my life. They always had a real phrase: simplicity is the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with that. Jay, you like this? What's your thoughts on it? Because I don't like it myself. You like it?
Hey man, if they like it, I love it. You know what I mean? Because I got a marketing background, right? So I mean that's what I studied, in school. So I understand the game that they're playing. See, y'all thinking about it's about the actual playing of the sport. They don't give a damn about that.
Right.
What they care about is eyeballs on the screen. And the reason why the Super Bowl gets, $5 million, $10 million, man, for 30-second, 1 minute spot is because they know eyeballs are going to be on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So this does like 2 things for the NBA. And none of it really is I'm thinking about like the casual NBA fan, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
By having an international team, one that allows you to bring in more foreign players from different countries to be on the team, guaranteed. So that means now, let's say they got one dude from the Czech Republic, but he wouldn't have made the All-Star team. Now they know in the Czech Republic that that he playing. So now you got the Czech Republic, you got Canada, you got Greece, you got Serbia, all these other foreign countries tapping in to see the foreign people. It's about eyeballs on the screen and selling ads. End of the day, that's all it's about. So to me, I think it's a good way to increase viewership, to make sure that they got millions of eyes, watching what they're doing, to get them ad dollars up. That's it.
Well, for the record, that's exactly what they're doing, Jay. That's exactly what they do. You hit the nail right on the head. That's exactly what they're doing. But also for the record, I'm still going to state I still hate it. I want 48 minutes of how I grew up watching NBA All-Star Weekend. If you want to have 2 teams, fine. And if you want to be you want to be USA versus the world, fine. That's just all I'm saying, because it's still going to bring out the competitiveness. It's still going to bring, especially if the coach rotates. I'm sure you're old enough, Jay, to remember this. Remember when the NBA used to have the All-Stars, and they would make sure everybody played?
I remember that.
You remember that? Everybody played?
Yeah.
Same thing. You know what I mean? Same thing. Break it up into quarters. Okay. But everybody gonna play. Right. And when everybody get their chance to play, because you ain't playing long, you're gonna get 4 or 5 minutes. You will ball out because you don't want to get embarrassed on All-Star Weekend. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
but at the end of the day, it's a game that doesn't mean anything.
right,
like in the grand scheme of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a glorified, YMCA pickup game.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I got a question, because I love how Kevin Durant called out Joker and Luka, but is Luka playing or SGA even playing?
SGA
I know Luka sat out last night. I'm not sure if he heard or not, but he didn't play last night.
And I don't think SGA playing.
Yeah, there are a couple people play. No, SGA is not playing. He's not playing. He's sitting
so I'm not watching. Isn't it? I still don't care.
White Chalk, what's your thoughts? He said, I still don't care.
I think they're taking a page out of the NHL. The NHL has an all-star game, and what they have is 4 divisions, and they have 3 players from each division represented in a 3-on-3. They do a bracket-type tournament, and it's 2 10-minute halves. And, the winner of game 1 moves on, and the loser goes home, and then they play the next game. And I'm just going to ask because I don't know. Is it possible that because there are so many American players in the NBA and there's less world players to have USA stars and USA stripes play against each other to eliminate, whittle the field down, and then you have the USA whoever wins versus the world. I think that's part of just maybe a way for them to get more guys in the game, market it, and get more money so everybody can see their favorite players. Because if you only have 12 guys and there's 24 NBA All-Star guys, you know what I'm saying? I think they're just trying to put more guys in so people's teams can be represented too.
You know what? There's a guy who commented. I can't say his name because he has a lot of profanity in his name. But he said, and he's watching the show right now. He made a great comment. He said that there should be an MC that would instigate saying, hey, and he literally said a quote. He said, "Hey, SGA, I hear Ant-Man is better than you." I'm like, like the street ball cats do it.
That's what they used to do in the and1, right?
Last year it was Kevin Hart and Shaq, and it was trash.
Yeah, but that was Kevin Hart and Shaq, and
that's what I'm saying. I just pray it ain't them again. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna say this.
They should have Drewski do it.
But I'm gonna say this. Stephen A. Smith, I don't agree with everything he said, but he made one good point after the All-Star game. I think it was last year. He said that it really falls on the players, them not having any effort in playing the game. He said that they actually play harder in the offseason, in the summertime against each other than they do in the All-Star game. Because they always talk about getting hurt, but y'all play harder in the offseason. Like, just give it some effort. That's where all this failed. It failed because of the players not putting no effort, and now the league has to scramble to try to make it better because the players aren't playing.
Let me ask you this, Mo. Whose fault is that?
I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. What's the prize for winning the All-Star game? I mean, they get more money for winning that stupid cup earlier in the year, right?
They get a lot of money. The reason why I say whose fault is that is because there's a big discrepancy right now. A lot of people blame LeBron James for the descent of that. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people blame. Even though I'm going to say for the record, it's not LeBron's fault. LeBron didn't do that by himself. It had to be the entire team.
LeBron didn't do it at all. What you talking about?
I'm gonna say, like I said, officially, people said LeBron James, when he didn't compete in the slam dunk competition, and then he half-assed it in that All-Star Weekend game, people started saying that he was, but it wasn't just him. It was him and the whole team. Both teams decided they weren't playing.
Yeah, I put on all the play. I wouldn't just put it on him.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. But I want to see what
it's a collective. You can't just ruin All-Star Weekend by yourself. It's a collective.
It's a collective, yeah.
And like Stephen A., when they playing in the summertime to keep, for training and whatever, they do off pickup games, they play harder than they do at the All-Star game. We pay our money. We voted to see our favorite players. That's what this was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a night for the fans. It wasn't supposed to be a game that means something. It was supposed to be a give back to the fans to say, hey, we know you, we appreciate you watching us, spending money, so we're going to let you vote and put a collective of your favorite players, not the best players, your favorite players, and have a game. And then they took it away from the fans and just made it shit.
It's all LeBron's fault. It's all NBA. NBA is a follow the leader. They fought when Kobe was playing. Oh, we playing ball. LeBron like, hey, I'm trying to be here, and make money. They should do a defensive player award for the All-Star game and get a person who played the best defense the most money.
That would help.
And I'm sure about this.
Let me talk about the next thing. I want to get the next thing out because we only got enough time, and I want to purposely make sure I got this one out because Jay's been saying this for weeks, and if this don't prove his point, y'all, nothing does. Y'all ready? Howie Bell, a U.S. District Court ruled today, this morning, that Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores' ongoing discrimination case against the NFL is going to move forward and proceed in open court. Brian Flores and his team of attorneys and fellow coaches, Steve Wilkes and Ray Horton, asked for reconsideration of a court order that shifted some of their lawsuit against the NFL and multiple teams in the league's arbitration process. They had argued that it should be reconsidered based on the 2025 ruling in August. And the court decided that it's going to move forward. Howie Bell, this has got to be the reason Brian Flores and Jameis saying it. This has got to be the reason that Brian Flores is not a head coach in the NFL. Because we all said, like, why is this man coaching? This has got to be it for certain. What you think, Howie Bell?
What's the original lawsuit, though?
The lawsuit is racial discrimination. That's the lawsuit. Racial discrimination against him and
other black coaches or coaches of color.
All the coaches of color. He was the leading face at the time when he was trying to become a head coach. And again, when he lost his job at the Miami Dolphins, he feels that he was discriminated against when he lost his job at the Miami Dolphins. So that's what the lawsuit is. Go ahead, Howard, what you think?
Long as shit, this world is sad. Listen, man, it's 2026 and we still doing this shit like this is 82. Man, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like this, why do we even have to have a lawsuit for this? Why? Man, America is so stinking racist, bro. That I mean, it's getting sad, man, because everybody loves sports, man. I don't care what color you are. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody loves sports. Everybody loves competition. Everybody loves athleticism. Why are we in a position still in 2026 where we're not doing equal opportunity hiring, or at least considering people, like even going back to Eric Bieniemy we was talking about a couple months ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if he's a part of this lawsuit. But I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. You know, they waited all that time to fill all those coaching positions. Nobody black. I mean, this does prove, and Jay's gonna bring it down a little further, but this does prove how effed up it is, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's jacked. It's actually gotten worse than it was 40 years ago.
Yeah, well, sign of the times. This is where we are right now in the United States. D. Jones, what's your take on this situation with Brian Flores?
Top dog law. Pay this man his money. Give him all his money. It's five people at fault. The NFL need to pay him. The Giants need to come out of a lot of money. Bill Belichick is the reason all this shit happened.
You are correct.
And because Howie hates Aaron Rodgers, he need to pay. And LeBron needs to pay up too.
D. Jones, you insane. You know that, right? You insane. But Mo, what's your take on this, bro? How you feeling about this?
I don't know. After watching that embarrassing Super Bowl, I'm sitting here just trying to figure out.
Cut him off.
I like how you work that in, Mo. I like how you work that into the
conversation. Say it one more time, Mo, so people in the backseat can hear you.
It's an embarrassment.
And all I got to say is, y'all should know, as much as I'm a Giant fan, I'm a fan. I don't know. I don't know, but they would never, ever draft a black quarterback or hire a black coach. They may bring them in to fill in if they lose the initial, like if somebody got to fill in, but they would never do it. So I don't know why y'all surprised about it. I don't know why we surprised about how the NFL has been racist. We've been saying this forever. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. They've been doing this. Man, listen, the only person that got a bigger drama story in the world is the NFL. They got the biggest soap opera going on, and no matter what they do, we are going to tune in to watch.
Jay, what's your thoughts?
It's almost asinine what the NFL is doing, right? So, like I said, I mean, one, I felt like the fact that he sued them at all meant that they would never hire him again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then the fact that the case is still pending, I was like, well, damn, it's still pending. So he's suing them for racial discrimination.
Right.
And to prove that they are not racist or racially discriminating against coaches of color, they not only don't hire him, they could have just hired him. They said, dude, we just gave you a job. What are you talking about? Lawsuit dismissed. Right? They had 1,700 jobs open. They didn't hire one person of color. Not a black dude, not a Latino dude, not an Asian, nobody.
And he had one of the best defenses in the league. Top 5, top 3 when Minnesota was when he
with the proven resume as a head coach.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. So I mean, it's hubris at the highest level. because they're saying, I'm going to show you whatever, right? I do what I want. Nothing you can do about it. All they had to do was, hell, hire at least one black head coach. This was the most openings in a single season that I can remember. It was 10 job openings, right? Or was it 11?
I think it was 11, but you're right. It's up there. Yeah.
You got double-digit job openings, and you don't hire one qualified person of color who were killer coordinators, defense coordinators, mostly or whatever, and you don't hire anybody. Meanwhile, you're fighting a case that says you don't racially discriminate against people of color, coaches specifically, in a league that's 70% black.
All right, Chocolate, you get the last word, bro, and you got 30 seconds.
All right, so hey, listen, we talked about this a week or two ago when I was on. I don't like the way the Rooney Rule is because the interviews do feel like shams in a lot of cases, which is part of his lawsuit. And so they have to figure out, he should have a job. Let's put it this way. We all said we thought he'd be a good fit in Baltimore. There's 10 jobs. He'd be a good fit in any of those jobs. The lawsuit definitely prevented him from getting a job, but it needs to be rectified. I don't know how you rectify it, but it's wrong and they need to fix it. So I'll stop there just so you guys can move on.
The way to rectify it is just hire them. That's all. It's simple. Hire them. Hire people who are qualified for the job. That's all you got to do. And next thing you know, now you have no lawsuit. Howie Bell, you out in LA, man. We getting ready to wrap this show up. You out in LA, everybody tell everybody what's going on. And
I got to Chicago 3 hours ago, brother. I flew from LA this morning, man, at 6 o'clock West Coast time. So got here about maybe 4 hours ago. So yeah, man, I'm in Aurora, Illinois tonight, and I'm in Chicago, well, Hammond, Indiana tomorrow. So the tour continues, brother.
I know you hated leaving NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yes, I did, because I saw some All-Stars early in the week.
First ballot Hall of Famers.
Woo, Jesus Lord. I'm going to say this. I'm not racist at all, because I saw some of the baddest white women I've ever seen in my goddamn life in the last couple of days.
And don't piss them off, because we're already banned in Houston, so be careful.
They look great. We're not going to be banned in LA. They look fucking awesome.
Dr. Umar, hey, Dr. Umar can't see this episode. You can't see this one.
D Jones, everybody out there, how they can follow you, bro?
313 D Jones. If you in Detroit, I'm hosting at the Punchline this weekend. Me and Damon Williams. So come out. And as of today, the Pistons got the best record in the
They do. They do got the best record as of today.
Yes, sir.
Sure do.
Yeah, they sure do. Let's see, Mo. Tell everybody out there how they can follow you, because we probably
you can follow me at www.where were the Patriots at the Super Bowl, because they didn't show up for the game.com.
Cut him off.
He said,
It was worth the wait, Mo. It was worth the wait.
I'm about to drop him.
Don't come back, Mo.
I'm gonna drop him. And he know it too. But White Chocolate, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Hey, don't skip me. Don't
Wait a minute.
skip me.
Jay first.
I'm sorry, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, because you skipped me, you can. Hey, I'm the administrator over at www.drakestopcryingbitchass.com.
White Chocolate, go ahead. Tell everybody out there.
All right, follow me and Frank on Boston Straight Shooters on Facebook and YouTube.
I'm gonna take my bitch ass upstairs and go cry on my pillow because I'm still bad. And then the show
You should get a Kleenex promotion after that shit.
name of the show is called Box Seat. This weekend, we all gonna be watching NBA All-Star Weekend. We're gonna come back and talk about this on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. We're gonna come back and talk about it on Tuesday. We're gonna talk about what happens at the Olympics. We gotta do a recap of the Olympics, and of course, we're gonna talk about the hottest stuff that's going on, topics in sports, all that. We are on Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. Thank you all for watching. And I want to shout out to all the guys who are commenting and arguing amongst themselves in the chat, which is pretty funny. Some of that stuff is funny on YouTube. Thank you all for watching, man. We will see you all on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. All y'all. Peace.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
That was funny.